The United States just experienced one of their largest plane disasters in many years in Washington, D.C. the other night. And then we learned this evening that another plane crashed in the Philadelphia area. And beyond all of that, I almost had my own tragedy today. This morning, while having breakfast, my son started coughing, and I didn't realize at first because the kids had just been sick a lot recently, but he was actually choking on his breakfast, and it was a moment, and it felt like forever, but it was moments of sheer panic to the point of trying to help him cough it out and get his airways clear. And still, we were like, my wife was getting ready to call 911. It was that serious, and it's just been a lot of stuff over the last 3 days. And I really have just come to realize that no matter what, how good your life is or how many great things have happened in life, in the end, life is hard. Life is hard. It's just hard to go through. It's hard to just keep persevering day after day. It's hard to keep going on. It's hard when you see tragedy around you. It's hard when you see so many things going wrong in your own life and the lives of people around you. When you see people get caught up in addiction, when you see people making poor decisions, when you make poor decisions, when life just doesn't go your way, when you have financial difficulties, when you work and you put your heart and your soul into something and it doesn't grow into what you want it to be, or worse than that, it just completely dies and your dreams feel like they die with it. But I wanted to also just offer some encouragement with it, which is simply this. Life is hard, but that's okay. It's okay that life is hard. It's okay that your life isn't going the way that you want it to be right now. It's okay that you're struggling. It's okay that people around you are struggling. Now, it's not okay that we're happy for it. It's not okay that we want people to stay that way. But it's okay to know that you don't have everything figured out the way that you want to have it figured out. It's okay that you don't have all the answers. It's okay that you don't have all the solutions. It's okay. And today was just a mentally tough day for me because it happened at breakfast, and I just kept thinking back and thinking about just what could have been. And I don't like dwelling on stuff like that, but it was just, it kind of ended up giving me, like, it depressed me a little bit this morning, but then as I went through the day, it gave me strength and power to go on and push harder and be motivated enough to even put this video together. Because this video it's difficult. Like I wanted to share right away this morning, but I couldn't even put words to what I wanted to share. But seeing the tragedy of the second plane crash tonight, this near tragedy in my own life, sandwiched by two major national tragedies where knowing so many people are hurting. You know, it'd be easy to just put out the simple video like, well, live every day like it's your last. I know maybe that's true. Maybe that's how we should, but that's so impossible to think that way. And I think it's kind of almost can keep you from thinking long-term horizons, what you can accomplish with your life. But on the other hand, I feel like the message is just more, life is hard. And maybe your tragedy isn't going to be seen on the national news. Maybe your tragedy isn't the same thing that I almost faced this morning. But your tragedy is still very real. Your disappointments, your things that are frustrating you, the things that are hurting, the things that are not going your way in life, all those things, they're real and they're hard and you're battling every day. And I know that. And I just wanted to encourage you, like, life is hard and it's okay, but don't quit. Keep pushing because it's hard. Push because it's hard. Not push in spite of it being hard. Push because it's hard. Push because pushing through it's the only way that you can possibly get through it. And whether you're just hurting for something that's happened that's completely out of your control, or you're just hurting and grieving poor decisions you've made. I know I have some of that in my own life as well. And you just have to keep going, and you have to keep pushing. Even when you don't have the words, even when you don't have the inner strength, draw strength from your community, draw strength from your faith in God, draw strength from those who have drawn strength before you, draw strength from people who are out there motivating you, who are out there to help you. And like I said, your difficulties may never be seen or heard on the national news, but they're real. And we need strong people who are going to keep pushing through. And I just want to encourage you, don't quit. Even if you can only do one little thing today, even if you can only just make one tiny half-inch step forward of progress in your life, of overcoming the grief, overcoming sorrow, overcoming pain, difficulties, being treated unfairly, being heartbroken, whatever it is. I don't know. I can't answer for you what it is, but if all you can do is just take a half step forward, to just push forward, to get one tiny bit closer to something better than where you are right now, do it, and it'll be worth it. And draw strength from other people, join community. That's what this channel is really all about. It's about building community, helping people gain freedom in their life, not by making their life perfect, but by pushing through the difficult things to the ultimate freedom that is on the other side of that. And so I know there are a lot of people hurting for a lot of different reasons. And if you happen to be someone who's been impacted by either of these plane accidents these last few days, my heart, my soul cries out for sadness to you. And I wish I could give you a hug. I wish I could do something, but maybe you've got your own tragedy that's not headline news, but it's still just as painful to you. Loss of a loved one, a loss of a job, financial difficulties. I don't know what it might be, but I wish I could give you a hug too. And I'm here for you, and this channel is here for you, and this community is here for you. I'm going to have my email address down in the comments below, so if you want to just share something, share a prayer request with me so I can be praying with you, I want to do that as well. I'm going to also share a GoFundMe link for someone from our community who they've got a situation where a pet needs some care and they don't have the money to provide the care. And so if that's something that you want to give towards, that's a tangible way of some way that you could help someone from this community that I know is hurting right now. And so a shout out to Lisa for bringing this to my attention. And if that's something that you want to participate in, or some other way to serve other people in your life, I just encourage you to do so. And I appreciate you. I know life is hard. I know there's lots of things that aren't going the way that maybe you would want them to go, but keep pushing, keep going through whatever you're going to need to go through, but making steps forward to grow in the direction that you need to go. And I'll be here for you and cheering you on. And I'll also be receiving that support from you, cheering me on as well. And let's keep doing this. Let's make progress in this together.